What would you want people to think of you as a band? Like, what would you want their impression to be of you?
I would like people to like the expression that we're expressing. Not everyone, but some people.
I hope that some people are like, I hate that band. And of course, obviously you hope some people are gonna like it.
If it was, one meal to the next and all I was doing was playing music, I'd be happy as a lark.
I think grand and colorful is something that we want to portray on stage. And
the things that come out in the music are the things that happen between shows and between the music.
I want to be able to make big bombastic sounds and rock and roll riffs.
The dream would be to be able to do for people what other people have done for me. It does a thing which is good. I think the first time that I ever wrote anything, I picked up a nylon string guitar and played A and D and thought they sounded nice together. And wrote a little A and D song, and thought it was cool.
I got my first bass when I was 14. First bass line I ever learned was Seven Nation Army from the White Stripes. Boom, 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 boom.
I've always loved music, man. Music has to be the thing that I do. When a period of time goes by and I'm doing everything else besides music, whatever it is that's me starts to just kind of fade away. And then we practice up and go play a show, and then I'm living my life again. We weren't sure how people would react to our stuff, but people had a positive reaction to it from the start, and that was a really good sign, especially when you drop everything to come to the other side of the world, not knowing what people like over here.
Population here is small, that's one thing. We're just starting to get to know the music scene in Austin just a little bit. By the time that we left Austin and got here,
When I came to New Zealand, we practiced our first time in a spot that we called the Space of Mount Wellington. We weren't like Zeppelin where they played their first song and everyone was like, yes! But now it seems like everything's really smooth. Specifically, the connection between me and Danny on the rhythm section is something that I love and was really wanting to grasp.
Arthur he's an incredible drummer, and he has changed his style and his sound and the way he feels on the kit. Since Austin, we all have become better musicians.
Different styles of different band members have come together better with time, and will continue to, hopefully.
I remember Sharif has become I think Sharif is an iconic guitar player. The stuff he comes up with, it's really good.
You're just inspired oftentimes by just a few chords together or something that sounds a certain way, makes me feel a certain thing, and then elaborate off that.
Danny is an incredible bass player. He comes up with stuff that moves just enough, that's not in your face, that weaves in and out of whatever Sharif is doing. I don't know how those two guys do it. They write incredibly busy shit, and they play it at the same time, and it works.
Sometimes it's something that I'll hear in my head or like an idea. Generally, I'll start all my ideas with bass lines or key melodies. Oftentimes I'll show it to Sharif first, and come up with ideas and then just jam on it and work from there,
When we were building them, set it up on stage,
We'll get it done anyway.
play keys on it.
I think psych rock is trending currently, I think, throughout the world, so.
When I started discovering what psychedelic rock was, that's when I fell in love with it, because you can do anything. It's freedom.
Chris does a stereo delay thing with his amps to kind of make a more of an immersive feel, rather than being a wall of sound. Although you want moments in your set to be big and to be felt.
feel alive when I'm playing music. That's what I want our music to do to other people, because that's what music's done to me.
We sound like what happens after someone comes up with an idea and then we all mess with it for a while.
In the past year, we've gotten really good at discussing things and everybody understanding that everybody's got their place and their decisions and their opinions. And
There's always going to be some give, you know? You might have an idea of how you want something to sound, but you know, you've got to also sometimes, you know, put it past 3 other guys. And ideas obviously going to change and morph, and sometimes, you know, in a direction that you're more excited about, sometimes in a direction that you're probably a little less excited about.
Sometimes I want to do things which may not be the right thing to do.
I think we all are getting good at having ideas that we feel strongly about, but then being able to let go of them and truly want what's best for the song. This whole thing since Austin has been kind of a creative lead by Danny and Sharif. Those 2 guys they've got a thing I'm into. It's modern enough, and it's got just the right amount of ingredients that I can get behind. So this will be the first musical endeavor that I've been involved with where I wasn't leading the way, and I like it.
Dylan? It's pretty rad. Yeah, it's great. I mean, you know, I get to be in my home country, and I get to see my family, and I get to go surfing, and get to enjoy just the beautiful, beautiful country. It's pretty amazing, you know? Yeah, I couldn't complain.
Living in New Zealand it's really beautiful here. New Zealand is a beautiful place, and it's been great living here. I think a challenge for me is like figuring out how to enjoy living life, and for me everything is all about, you know, how much what do we do towards progress today for this music and this band, you know? I really need to smell the roses, and I really need to enjoy life. I'm in one of the most beautiful places on the planet, you know?
All of our songs have been stemming from, you know, one idea that a certain person has, and then we bring it together and make it all together. But I've really been enjoying lately just getting my own little recording set up and just like playing to myself and I'm trying to come together with like a more fully formed idea.
Sometimes I'll have like a more complete idea of something that I bring in, a bit more of an elaborated idea, but quite often it'll be just someone starts out with a little tune and then we build off that. But so far it's been music first and then lyrics.
Probably the most enjoyable part for me is, you know, creating something that wasn't there. There's nothing, and then you make something. Pizza! Pizza! Yeah, maybe I'll just wash and plate for you.
Yeah, you know, we're not playing music, but we usually do stuff like make pizza.
What is that? It's crazy.
What I'm doing right now is I'm making pizza here in the kitchen here in Riverhead, which is a suburb of Auckland in New Zealand.
Basically just Sal's, you know? Takeaway. Yeah. It's funny, like as soon as you turn the camera on, things get weird.
People stop cracking the good jokes.
Yeah, so the thing's weird and then all of it's normal.
It feels awkward all of a
And
sudden.
then the camera's on and everyone's like,
As soon as it goes off, you say the cool thing you're waiting to say.
I think there are 2 challenges we face right now, mainly. One of them is working really hard to pay the bills while putting into music. You know, we all work full time and we don't have office jobs. We're abseilers. We do height work and it's strenuous and physically taxing. And you come home from that and then it's time to go into the studio and continue writing and rehearsing for an upcoming show or whatever. And you've already given, at that point, coming home from work, you've already given your best time.
When the inspiration's there, like sometimes you'll be, work as an abseiler, so I'll be on the ropes, sometimes I'll be feeling great and I'll have tunes running through my head and just wishing that I wish I could like write this down right now or, play it. And then by the time, I finish my day, I'm so exhausted and beat, I just want to come home and drink a beer and,
The other challenge would be the magical thing that happens at the live show, finding out how to make that happen in the studio, find out how to record that. Our live shows are really fun. It goes over well and there's a lot of energy that happens there. And finding out how to bring that into a recording is a challenge. I don't know if we're getting the ideas that are in our heads out into a recorded form. I think we're getting closer. I really enjoy engineering audio. I've got ideas and throw riffs into things, and we try out some of my guitar ideas and use some and drop some. But I don't feel like the creative weight is on my shoulders. I don't envy Shri for his job. That's a lot of pressure. To be the guy that's everyone's looking to write the songs. It's a lot of pressure. I'm more than happy to sing.
Started wanting to have a certain sound fill a certain space. Like there's a moment in songs where we're like, oh, it might be nice to have some nice pads here or a piano or something like that.
So that's when we brought in our first micro Korg, and now we've got 2 of those and a couple of Junos. Now we're doing an old 84 Juno and got an old organ, and without that, I don't think we would have been able to grab that colorful, grand sound that we really wanted.
It's a different expression than the guitar for me. It's a different thing. So the keys being brand new, it's just a matter of purely following the ears and just messing with things. It's kind of a different melody writing tool, which I'm enjoying.
Without me living in New Zealand and playing music, my purpose would be lost, but that's what I'm literally here for. I flew across an ocean to have that be my purpose in life.
I'm not sure if I have very much to give beyond my love to people. Like I don't have any answers for anyone. I'm on a big long search like everyone else. Whether or not they will admit that they're on a search, we're all searching for something. I want to make everyone that goes to our shows walk away feeling like they have a little more love than when they showed up, and that life is beautiful, and that I love them, and who even knows what love is? I'm not sure. But it's the only thing that I can say that I believe in. I want a lot of that to come out of our shows and our recordings.
I want to be on the road every day. Even if we're playing for 50, 70 people at each show, just as long as we're still doing it. that's the future I want.
It'd be great to make a good album. That'd be a great start.
If it's just enough people to in that room to pay the bills for that month or whatever, or that week, I'm happy with that. I don't need to make $1 million a year. This band is the thing that I've committed to work harder on than I've ever worked on anything in my life up to this point. And we're not stopping till it's done. And it's not going to be done. It's not going to be done for a long time.